it's just a gold sink. Yeah, that would be great because like then like people get pulls happen whenever people are eating. It would screw with the economy. Well, so what? I mean, you just readjust the economy. Who cares? I don't think that's a big deal. Just like a flask. Yeah, exactly. It would lessen cooking value. Yeah, but I think that's worth it. Like for example, like I feel like having a more streamlined raid experience is worth it, even if it invalidates or makes a secondary profession less important. I mean, Blizzard, here's how much Blizzard cares about secondary professions. You can't even do archaeology in the Shadowlands. Yeah, the value of cooking. Give me a fucking break. How am I supposed to? Yeah, it's just the economy. WoW is already fucked. Yeah, exactly. You just make cooking harder. It takes more shit to make. Exactly. Make food buffs and other cool stuff to turn into things, you know? Yeah, sure. There's a point of Blizzard to make WoW players waste their time and make more money. Yeah, but people just don't want to waste their time anymore. I think that, especially now that like this is what's happened, is that other games have come out and they've shown that, wait a second, we don't have to do this. Wait a second, this isn't necessary anymore. And the more of these games that come out, the more people realize that they've just had their time wasted. And I think people are just tired of having their time wasted. That's all it comes down to. Your wild takes are so bad these days. These days are so bad. Let me read why you think they're bad. Let me read why you think they're bad. You just listen. I'm gonna explain something, okay? I'm going to explain something. There's a lot of people that think that my opinions on WoW are bad now because I do not currently raid at a high level. Has it ever occurred to you that I don't want to do that and it's a waste of time? Why would I spend 12 hours or 16 hours of my life on a dedicated schedule every single week to get gear that's going to be invalidated by a quest item in a future patch? It is an exercise in futility. You are consistently building a castle on sand while Blizzard stomps on it. And it also gets washed away at the same time. It is a waste of fucking time. The raids are not, you play to kill bosses, not for gear. Why would I care about killing the boss? Most of the bosses aren't really that hard. The only hard part is getting 20 people to do it right at the same time. If you actually isolate down the individual player responsibility for each activity, most bosses are not that hard. This is the main difficulty. Like for example, let me ask you a very, very simple question. If let's say you had a version of a mythic raid and 19 of the other players were programmed bots to do the right thing every single time, do you think it would take less wipes for you to kill the boss? Do you think it would take that? Yeah. I mean, yes, of course it would. Obviously it would, right? So it's first try every time. Probably not first try, but it would take a lot less time. And that's what I'm really saying. Yeah, Adventure Squadrons. Yes, there you go, like the trust system. So what I'm saying is that whenever you have 20 people together doing something, and the biggest struggle in the game is usually being able to figure out like why somebody's doing it wrong, that's not really fun for me. Like, yeah, if you're playing like a really, really high level, like a top 10, top 50 world level, like it's gonna be a little bit more complicated. But why the fuck would I plan around that? Like, that's only like 1,000 or a few thousand people. Who cares? That's been raiding since forever? Yeah, but I think that it's just, like, how long are you gonna do that for? Yeah, you see what I mean? All co-op games work that way? Yeah, well, you don't see me playing a lot of co-op games. How about that? Do you remember why I want to raid in Classic then? Yes. So, I'm gonna show you why I want to raid in Classic. Okay. So, that's why I wanted to raid in Classic WoW. So, that's what it was. And also, like, let's go ahead. You guys want to see why I want to raid in Burning Crusade? Okay, so we're gonna go over here, and yep, there we go. And so this is why I wanted to raid in TBC here. And let's go ahead and look at Phase 4 Warrior DPS. And so we're just gonna look at, yeah, this is the best in slot. Oh yeah, this is why I wanted to raid in TBC. Actually, yeah, this is why I want to raid. And let's see, we got a good picture. Yep, there it is. And so that's the whole reason. Like, I actually do not care at all about the camaraderie of raiding. I do not care about the social experience of raiding. If I could play the game with